Welcome to Equity and Excellence. I'm Doug Reeves. Thanks for joining us. In this video, we're going to talk about another professional practice strongly associated with the equity and excellence schools. Irrespective of your school's demographics, these are the characteristics that really help you perform at high levels to achieve the twin and inseparable goals of equity and excellence. In this video, we're going to talk about constructive data analysis. Around the world, I hear teachers complain to me that data are weaponized. That is, it's being used to rate, rank, sort, and humiliate kids and teachers and schools. And that is not healthy. Constructive data analysis, by contrast, says, how do we use the data in front of us to get better as students, as teachers, and as leaders? So the acid test, for example, of a professional learning community collaborative team meeting is, are we looking at all the students in a grade level, all the students in a particular course, or just at mine? If we really believe in collaboration, we really believe in constructive data analysis, I'm not just looking at my students, but at yours. My students struggled with scale and ratio. Yours did well. My students struggled with argumentative writing. Yours did well. And I've got to be vulnerable enough to ask you, even if I'm senior to you by 10 years, ask you, what did you do? Because I don't think your kids are necessarily any better or brighter than mine, but there's something that you did in teaching, in feedback, in engagement, in relationships that I can learn from. The heart of these effective collaborative conversations is not just about the data. It's about the causes behind the data. What did you and I do? And leaders, you're not exempt from this either. Maybe the issue is time allocation. Maybe the issue is the time that students had to learn and that teachers had to collaborate. So nobody's off the hook here. When you look at underlying cause variables, it's what teachers do and what leaders do that ultimately lead to improved student achievement. The distinction between constructive and destructive data analysis is that destructive data analysis focuses only on effects, something wrong with the kids. Constructive data analysis, by contrast, looks at underlying causes and effects. And the causes may be teaching methodology, relationship building, time allocation, and a host of other variables. We have to engage in a relentless search for causes. Let me offer a troubling example. Let's say that instead of looking at academic achievement, you and I were looking at student health, maybe measured by body mass index. Fine thing to do. We know that there's a student obesity crisis in this country. But there's a couple of ways to make weight and body mass index go down. One is a thoughtful program of diet and exercise, not only in physical education classes, but movement in every class, and I endorse that. You want to know how else you can make BMI go down? Anorexia and drug abuse. Now, if all you care about is effects, if all you care about is a score, you can make BMI go down with eating disorders and drug abuse, and I don't think that's a really smart idea, any more than making test scores go up by cheating, by answer changes is a very good idea. In other words, we have to look at causes, not just effects. That's what constructive data analysis really does. And finally, we've got to make sure that our most veteran teachers lead the way by noticing how they can improve their own practice. You want to set a professional tone for your next collaborative team meeting where you're looking at data. Don't just settle for looking at the wall with some people being smug and satisfied and others feeling terrible. Have a veteran, confident professional say, how can I get better? What can I learn from my colleagues? That sets the tone for constructive data analysis. Thanks for listening.